moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a second and long. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They go play action. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now from the 50. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, Allen out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Following the interception here, Mariota rolling to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kyle Williams in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Mariota now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. His kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a carry from the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
2nd down, Mariota. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play, Mariota to Davis, and even 40 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, Landy. Blue, Landy. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Over! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to loft one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the INT, it's McCarron. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Underneath, Ivory. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCarron on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And that 4 yards on. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. McCarron now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
That snap came at 1. Now McCarron. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Watch the run! Watch the run! Hot! Hot!
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out come the Titans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! One!
Mariota on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On second down, here's McCarron. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They fake the give. Now McCarron steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Detroit! Detroit!
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! Over! Detroit! Over! Hot!
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
To throw is McCarron. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Four down. Watch it now, Barney!
To throw, it's McCarron. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 1st down, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Mariota flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Now Jones. Runs through the contact. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he stopped immediately there. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. they'll go play action with McCarron. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Lucky 56. 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Watch him now, Barney. Gone!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone!
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll go again to McCoy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. McCarron going to throw it here. A quick hitter complete. It's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.